This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Thomas versus Bright. You all have been together for 8 years. You have 2 children together. And Mr. Bright, you've admitted to cheating in the past earlier in your relationship. But Ms. Thomas, you think that might still be going on now. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Now, you've opened this case. Tell us what's at stake here today.
Well, my whole life is at stake. I love James. I'm really here to try to work on our relationship, build it back together if any way possible. But if he's still been cheating on me after I took him back the first time, he's gonna have to go. He's gonna have to move out.
Yeah, fool you once, shame on you. Fool you once, shame on
you.
How's it go?
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
That.
You don't want to be shamed.
And I'm not gonna be shamed again. Never
All right.
that.
Mr. Bright, you've heard what's at stake. Yeah. You've admitted to cheating in the past.
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you changed?
Yes, sir. I changed my whole life around for this woman because I do want to be with her. And I hope to marry her one day. We just have to get our trust issues and other factors that we have in our relationship back together so we can move on past this.
And that's why you're here today?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
But I know you've seen something.
I've seen a lot.
What was it? Okay, I've seen a lot. Okay, so what made you think, okay, something's going on?
There's a lot of different reasons why I feel like things are going on. Sometimes he stays out to 2, 3 in the morning. Sometimes even days he's been gone. When he stays he's at one place, I always find out he's at another. Sometimes he's gone for multiple hours in my vehicle, mind you, and things are just not adding up at all.
So yeah, those are like the kind of the classics, Mr. Cutler.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly the one, I'm here, and you find out he wasn't there at all. So if he wasn't where he said he was gonna be, where is he and who is he with, more importantly?
Exactly.
Tell us about these warning signs that you're seeing. I mean, what warning signs, what made you say, okay, something's going on here?
Well, one thing, he's not as affectionate as he was before. We don't sleep in the bed together at all.
Why?
He sleeps on the couch, I sleep in the bed. So
how long have you all been living like this?
The last 4 or 5 months.
It's been a while. It's been a while, Your Honor. It has been a while.
So 4 to 5 months? So does that mean that there has been no sex for the last 4 to 5 months?
There hasn't.
I said, that's a shame in life.
Yeah.
So how does that make you feel? I mean, you're in that same house, but you're apart from...
Exactly. I feel, for lack of better words, Your Honor, kind of less of a man. She looks right through me, you know, and I want her to... She doesn't show me any affection, so I think I choose to do the same thing. I'm tired of trying, so I gave up on it.
So this is a situation where both of you have dug in hard.
Right.
And y'all got to figure out how to tunnel toward each other instead of away from each other.
Can't get out of the hole.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ms. Thomas, what other warning signs have you seen that make your antenna go off?
Well, James donates plasma on a regular. It only takes 45 minutes to do the whole donation process, and sometimes when he goes to do it, he's gone for 4 or 5 hours at a time.
You know better. 4 or 5 hours.
And then in one circumstance, when he was gone for all them hours in my car, I found an earring. So that makes me think he had somebody in my car. I know he did. And then when I try to take him, he always comes up with excuses on why I shouldn't wait at the plasma center. Why do you want me to leave the plasma center all the time, James?
Trying to get away from you. It's just hard for me to have the feeling to want to come right back to her now. It's kind of like we want to stay away from each other now.
Yeah, because the real question is, are you donating more than plasma?
No.
I definitely think he is.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
That's the real question. But I mean, and again, he's saying he's gone for this extended period of time because he doesn't want to be around her.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a bad sign in and of itself.
It is.
And is it because that she's constantly accusing you of cheating?
Well, that has something to do with it. Well, kind of a lot to do with it, but also when we're talking about the lack of affection, the feelings are just starting to go astray, and we get to the point where we really don't want to be around each other, you know?
I understand. Ms. Thomas, any other warning signs that kind of set your antennas off?
The biggest thing is 2 years ago, I was giving birth to our son. I had a pregnancy complication called placenta previa. I had to be in the hospital 45 days before I gave birth to our son.
So you were on bed rest?
I was on bed rest in the hospital. He was in charge of the household and the kids, Your Honor. That didn't go over too well. A friend, he didn't come and see me, first off, in the hospital for the 45 days. 45 days. Friend,
and you having his baby. I just want to make sure you having
his baby. He claims because he had to take care of the other kids in the household, that's why he wasn't able to make it. And then on top of that, a friend called me up and was like, girl, you better check out social media. So I get on social media and there's a girl's picture on there, mutual friends of ours. He's like, girl, you look sexy. You can come over to the house. I have it all to myself. Of course he denies. Of course he denies everything.
You know better than that.
This is actually what you saw on the social media post.
While I'm laying in the hospital bed.
Okay.
That's far from the truth, y'all.
All right, let's just work through this. 45 days, did you go see her?
No.
Why?
Well, she failed to say that I don't drive. I don't own a vehicle. Plus, I'm there with all the 3 kids. So, you know, with me not being, she was in a whole nother city having a baby. So that transportation was rough for me because I don't drive. So I stayed home with the kids like I was supposed to. Now I got family and a support system that went and checked on her for me, I guess you could say. And
but it's, I mean, you're supposed to go check on her. She's in the hospital after having your baby.
I understand that.
You found a way. There are ride-sharing services. There are different ways to get there if you really want to get there.
And I can say I probably fouled up on that, but...
No, you're not probably. You did.
I did. Well, I did.
The hospital's 30 minutes away, mind you. 30 minutes away.
Then this whole piece about the social media.
Right, which is, I don't know what she's talking about. Now, what I am guilty of is I did invite a few of the fellas over. I did do that.
A few of the fellas?
Yeah, but as far as me inviting
Did the fellas bring anybody with them?
No.
Of the female persuasion?
No, there was no females at the house.
Okay, wait a minute. Now, I just want to be clear about this. This posting was from him. How did you feel when you saw that?
Betrayed, hurt. I had a complication. We could have died. I had to have a blood transfusion, a hysterectomy. Like, we could have died in this situation.
It was a real thing.
It was. And you know what? It made me feel so down when I got out the hospital. I didn't even let him see his son. I packed up my truck and moved to Tennessee with my mother.
But that's wrong. You know, my son wasn't even a month old.
Yeah, no. Let's be clear.
He should have came to the hospital and said
there you go.
Wanted him.
There you go.
So you got him posting things online saying, you know, I got the house myself, come on over. You're saying nobody's coming over but the fellas.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Right? Well, we wanted to find out exactly what was going on. So we contacted a neighbor to let us know exactly what's going on at your house. And we have that neighbor here today. Ron, would you escort the witness in, please?
Yes, sir.
Sir, we'll go right up to the witness stand.
How y'all doing today, Your Honor, judges?
How are you?
Excellent.
Good day, how are you? Have a seat, please.
I'm Michael.
State your name for the court record.
Michael Dwayne Harvey.
How are you, Mr. Harvey?
Excellent. How are you all, ma'am?
We're good. We're good.
You can't wait, can't you?
Shut up. You already know your trouble.
You're a neighbor of...
Neighbor, friend. Sorry, don't mean to cut y'all off, but yes, ma'am.
So you know them?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you've had a chance to kind of see what's going on at their house.
At their house, standing beside the door listening while they argue. Yeah.
See, now, who do that?
So here's my question. Do you think that Mr. Bright is cheating?
Oh, no, ma'am, I know he's cheating.
You know he's cheating.
Yes, sir.
That boy crazy.
So what have you seen going on?
Oh, he's over there knocking on different people's doors.
Well, what do you mean? You mean women's doors?
Yes, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't
what are you
exclude
talking
that.
about?
Women's doors. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's not going to
Just
go.
walking down, knocking on women's doors, huh?
He don't just go to the fellas. Oh, you got all that planned out. He go to the fellas' doors to go hang out till the female is ready for him to come over because she live like right there. You know what I'm saying? We all right there.
So is it a particular female that he's going to see or is it just multiple in the community?
Multiple. I'm surprised he could count to 10. He got so many.
And he's going to the back door, not the front door.
He go to the back door of somebody else's house. A girl will come out the front door of his.
And she's not there when this is going on.
Oh, one time she was there sleeping. Oh. Yeah. The last party we had, and we were all outside till about 5 or 6 in the morning, somebody came out the house with him.
What?
Why somebody coming out the house with you that early in the morning?
Boy, you done lost your mind, man.
All
right.
On this one.
All right,
All right,
Mr.
thank you,
Harvey.
Mr. Harvey.
Thank you very much.
You all are very welcome.
You see what people
You
do
can
for a
step
little
down,
frame?
please.
Thank you, sir.
Ron, would you escort him out? Thank you.
Mr. Bright,
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
you've heard the evidence that we've heard.
Yes.
Is it still your contention that you are not cheating?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is still your testimony
Yes, Your
today
Honor.
to this court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Except for the one time you've admitted to, you have not done anything else with anybody else other than Ms. Thomas.
Exactly. And barely was doing that.
Oh,
Okay?
okay.
To further investigate this matter, this court would like to call former military interrogator Lena Cisco and forensic voice analyst Guy Wolf to determine, is he cheating?
Okay.
Ron, please escort our expert team.
How are you?
I'm doing well, Your Honor. How are you?
Good, good, good. Good to see both of you.
Thank you.
And Ms. Cisco, you performed an interrogation on Mr. Bright, is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, and Mr. Wolf, you performed a forensic voice analysis on Mr. Bright, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so what were your findings, Ms. Cisco, as it pertains to Mr. Bright inviting women over while his girlfriend was in the hospital giving birth?
So he did admit to me during that time when she wasn't home that he put a call out to his guy friends on Facebook saying, hey, I'm home alone, come on over. He did not say that he invited females, and I saw no signs of deception. So I think he's being truthful in that.
All right. And Mr. Wolf, let's take a look at your question.
Sure.
When your girlfriend Amanda was in the hospital about to give birth and caught you posting messages on social media inviting women to the house, did you have sexual intercourse with any of those women that day?
No.
What did the forensic voice analysis determine?
The voice analysis determined that he was being truthful, also, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. You standing there like I told you.
I ain't got nothing to say.
All right, yeah.
And
You're smiling.
That brought the spice back right there.
But we do have one more question, so let's take a look.
Okay.
Ms. Cisco, what were your findings as it pertains to Mr. Bright having sex with other women?
When I asked him how he would feel if the voice analysis came back showing him deceptive with regards to that, specifically having sex with other females, his response to me was, that's okay because I don't believe in those things. So truthful people typically believe in the technology and the results of the tests. Liars typically try to set up an excuse because they know they're going to fail and will respond with exactly those words. So I believe that there's more to the story and that he's being deceptive.
All right,
Okay.
Mr. Wolf, you asked the question. Let's take a look at it.
Other than what we've discussed, during your 8-year relationship, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than your girlfriend, Amanda?
No.
What did the forensic voice analysis determine?
The voice analysis determined that he was being deceptive, Your Honor.
Okay. All right.
Also, Your Honor, prior to answering this question, Mr. Bright admitted to being with only 2 other women, yet the voice analysis determined that he was still being deceptive.
I know about one. He has admitted to one in the past.
Right.
This is years ago, before we
Right.
were deep into our relationship. I didn't know about a second woman.
Okay, here's the thing. On behalf of women everywhere, unless you've lost the best part of your mind, your man, your husband, your boyfriend tells you, look, I slept with another woman. That's not something that you might forgive him, but you ain't never gonna forget.
But,
You ain't never gonna forget.
but Your Honor, can I speak? Can I please say something?
Please.
On my behalf of this whole argument. Now, she's failing to tell you that she has cheated on me as well.
Okay, we ain't talking about her. We ain't talking about her. We're talking about you.
I understand.
I would not stay with him after I took him back and he fooled me again. There's no way that I knew about any other women.
I took you back.
So, Ms. Thomas, now that you know that he's been cheating with multiple women, what do you want to do with your relationship?
I'm gone. He can pack it up, his stuff will be packed, and he can go back to Illinois where we came from. Definitely.
So you out.
He's out.
Well, I understand. I mean, you based on what the testimony that you had put up with a lot of crazy.
I have. I definitely
And so
have.
it is time to get your life straight so you can move forward. Dr. Jeff will help you figure that out. You, Mr. Bright, you need to talk to for the same reasons.
Because you got to figure this out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to figure out what you want to do with your life.
Exactly.
Do you want to be a committed family man, or do you want to be out there in the street?
Oh, no. I put that behind me a long time ago, John.
Okay, well, it doesn't quite sound like it. But if that's what you want to do, there's still hope for you. You can
That's what
still
I'm
do
going
that.
to do.
As we say in this courtroom, don't cheat yourself out of a chance for a happy, healthy, and trusting relationship. Court is adjourned.